So this is the number one thing that people are really interested in doing, losing a bit of weight and gaining a bit of energy. So I'm just going to show you exactly how to do that right now. Nutrition accounts to about 80% of your fat loss and energy results. Let's take a look at a typical day. Generally speaking, breakfast time, what do people have? It's usually sort of cereal or toast or nothing, okay? So if it's cereal or toast, most of that is made up of carbohydrates, right, with a little bit of protein and fats. Lunchtime, usually soup, sandwich, baked potatoes, something like that. Can be really high in starchy carbohydrates, right, so not the good types, the fruit and vegetables, it's the starchy types, so it's going to be really high here. Dinner's usually not too bad. Dinner is, you know, meat and 2 veg, that kind of thing. It's still generally get a good bit of pasta and potatoes and stuff like that as well. It's still fairly high in carbs, but it's got a bit more protein and a bit more fat, right, so that's kind of how the day's looking. However, when you start your day like this, or sometimes you don't have a breakfast, you've still got mid-morning and mid-afternoon to deal with. Okay, so what do we normally have mid-morning and mid-afternoon? Usually mid-morning, a yogurt or a piece of fruit, something fairly healthy, you know, but again, it's not massively balanced, right? But often, it's a bit of chocolate, it's a cupcake, it's a packet of crisps. That's usually mostly carbohydrate. Mid-afternoon, same again, guys, it's usually, you know what, a wagon wheel, a cup of tea, a cup of coffee, something like that. Something to give you a little boost of sugar. Right, and often that's 100%. That's all carbohydrates. So let's look at it really quickly. You've got carbs, 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 and what you're getting is an uneven blood sugar level, right? So what will happen is, cereal toast at the start of the day, big spike and crash, right? Something mid-morning, spike and a crash. Lunchtime, still quite high in starches and carbs, that's going to turn to sugar in the body, so there's a spike in blood sugar and a crash. Mid-afternoon, big spike and crash, dinner at night. What's going to happen here? Currently, if you're struggling with weight loss or energy, it's because of this. Because your body is producing lots of insulin. Insulin's there to take the sugar out of the blood from the carbohydrate, and what it does is it stores it, all the spikes get stored as body fat. When you get the crash, guys, down here, you've got no energy. So you're either storing fat or not having any energy. Let's show you how to fix it. If we can change your nutrition, and we just change it slightly to look a bit like this, a bit more balanced. So what we've got here is a much more even distribution of protein, carbohydrates and fats. How it looks is 40% of your diet should be carbohydrate. Because on the previous example, it was probably about 80% of your diet was carbs, so now it's 40. So we're cutting that side down, right? This side, 30% of your diet should be protein, so we're really bringing the protein up. And here, we've also got 30% healthy fats, good quality fats, okay, so 40, 30, 30. That creates what we call a zone, okay, so it steadies your blood sugar. We want that all day. A simple breakfast, wholemeal toast and eggs and salmon, it could be a smoothie, but something that's balanced out. Lunchtime, we're looking for a piece of protein the size of your hand. So let's say that this is your protein, right? So a big chunk of meat or fish. And the rest of your plate, if you're trying to lose weight, right? If you're trying to lose weight, round the rest of it with vegetables. If you're going to have any starches, it should be, instead of potato, it should be sweet potato. If it's rice, it's whole grain rice. And it should only be a small amount, about this much. Small amount of starch, mostly veg, at least half the plate veg, small amount of starch, third of the plate protein. Same again at dinner, right? So again, we're going to have veg here for about half the plate, right? A wee bit of starch here, so sweet potato brown rice, and this is protein, right? Meat or fish, same as lunchtime. Okay, mid-morning, mid-afternoon, protein-rich snack, okay? Just think of it that way, something really simple. Piece of fruit and a handful of nuts. 200 grams of cold meat, a piece of fruit. Something really, really simple. Greek yogurt, protein bar, something that's going to just plug the gaps between morning, mid-afternoon, that's got plenty of protein in it. That will change your blood sugar. Instead of the spikes and the crashes you saw before, we're now getting this. A nice, steady, even blood sugar right here. And what this will do, this will burn the fat off that your insulin stored before.